Victoria Mboko explains blockbuster Coco Gauff doubles partnership at Qatar Open. Two of the WTA Tour's biggest names are set to team up at the Qatar Open this week, with Coco Gauff and Victoria Mboko pairing up for the women's doubles event. Two-time Grand Slam singles champion Gauff is no stranger to doubles, with the American lifting the women's doubles title at the 2024 French Open alongside Katerina Siniakova. And Mboko is also becoming more and more used to the format, with the rising star playing with fellow teen sensation Eva Jovic at the Australian Open last month. WTA Qatar Open predictions: Anisimova, Rybakina. Swiatek stars Gauff beaten early. Who is Emma Raducanu's next opponent? Britain heads to Qatar Open. Now, the two will pair up at the first WTA 1000 event of the year, competing on the same side of the court after previously doing battle on opposite sides of the net. Gauff and Mboko first met at the 2025 Italian Open last May, with the American battling back to seal a 3-set win in Rome. However, Mboko then stunned Gauff in the fourth round of the Canadian Open last summer, with the American one of 4 Grand Slam winners the 19-year-old beat during her stunning run to the title. Speaking on Tennis Channel, Mboko revealed how she and Gauff joined forces for action in Doha this week. She said, "We were actually both entered with 2 other players, but unfortunately, neither of us were able to make it into the draw with our original partners. So, we were like, wanna play, and so, it just came about. But it's pretty cool." Who will Mboko and Gauff face in the doubles draw? Gauff and Mboko are unseeded in the women's doubles draw, and have been handed a tough opening test in Doha. The pair are set to take on Christina Buxer and Nicole Melica Martinez in the opening round, with the pair seeded 7th at the WTA 1000 event. Melica Martinez is currently ranked 17th in the women's doubles rankings, while Buxer is just 5 places behind as the world number 22. However, Melica Martinez is a former world number 6 in doubles and is a 2-time women's doubles Grand Slam finalist, while also winning the Wimbledon mixed doubles title in 2018. Victoria Mboko explains her blockbuster doubles partnership with Coco Gauff at the Qatar Open. Sometimes in sport, the most memorable moments aren't those meticulously planned. They are the delightful surprises that emerge out of spontaneity, chemistry, and opportunity. At the 2026 Qatar Total Energies Open in Doha, that's exactly what unfolded when Victoria Mboko, the thrilling young Canadian talent, teamed up with Coco Gauff, one of the biggest stars in women's tennis, to compete in the women's doubles draw. What wasn't expected became one of the most talked-about storylines of the tournament. At first glance, this pairing might look like a strategic masterstroke of June's meeting champions, but Mboko's candid explanation shows something far more human and joyful behind it. It just happened, the story of a team-up. In an interview ahead of their first match, Mboko described how the partnership actually came together. "We were both entered with 2 other players," she told Tennis Channel, "but neither of us were able to make it into the draw with our original partners. So, we were like, wanna play. And it just came about. But it's pretty cool. There's no complex master plan here. Just 2 world-class competitors seizing an opportunity. That sense of spontaneity is refreshing in a professional sport, where every move can seem choreographed and calculated. Yet while the scenario was almost accidental, it turned quickly into one of the most intriguing narratives of the week. A rising star and a Grand Slam champion on the same side of the court, learning to sync their games and personalities under the Doha lights. Glowing star meeting of 2 generations. To understand why this partnership feels so special, it helps to look at who these 2 athletes are. Sparkles Coco Gauff. At just 21 years old, Gauff is already a seasoned force in the women's game. A former doubles world number 1, she has won major titles, including the French Open Doubles Championship, and been a dominant singles presence for years. Yet despite her success, Gauff's approach to doubles in recent seasons has been thoughtful and selective, focusing largely on singles while occasionally dipping back into doubles competition. Seedling Victoria Mboko. Only a year or 2 younger than Gauff, Mboko is one of tennis's brightest rising stars. The Canadian exploded onto the scene in 2025, capturing her first WTA 1000 title and announcing herself as a major future contender in singles. Her fearless groundstrokes, physicality, and competitive spirit earned her recognition, including a stunning win over Gauff at the Canadian Open, and propelled her up the rankings. So while the age gap between them is slight, the experience gap is significant. Gauff has been playing top-tier professional tennis since she was 15, while Mboko's ascent has been more recent. That dynamic makes their partnership in doubles not just exciting, but emblematic of a broader generational shift on the WTA Tour. Handshake more than just tennis mates. What makes this collaboration resonate isn't merely the tennis mechanics, it's the story of mutual respect and camaraderie. Mboko's candid explanation reveals a genuine sense of excitement and ease. In her words, "It's pretty cool to play with someone she has competed against and admired." That sincerity gives this partnership a warmth that most doubles teams, especially ad hoc ones, don't usually carry. For Gauff, the partnership is also meaningful. As she has spoken before about her early years on tour, Gauff often felt isolated as the youngest player around, another reason she welcomes the rise of peers like Mboko on tour. Being able to now play alongside someone closer to her age, someone she respects, adds value beyond the draw sheet. This isn't simply two athletes pairing up because they can. It's two personalities sharing an unexpected moment, bridging experience and youth with curiosity and respect. Bullseye what this means in Doha. Their doubles debut wasn't without challenge. Drawn against tough competition, the duo faced the 7th seeds in their first match, an early test of just how quickly they could build court chemistry. But even if their run ended sooner than hoped, the value of the experience goes beyond wins and losses. This doubles pairing offered a chance to learn from a champion. Mboko gets to practice alongside a seasoned Grand Slam winning doubles specialist, invaluable for her tactical growth. A moment of shared confidence. Gauff shows willingness to embrace new partnerships and support emerging talent. A beautifully human tennis narrative. Fans love these unscripted moments, when stars collide not by design, but by shared passion for the game.